In today's video, we are making our 16-inch snippet. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm here with my snippet roll. It needs to be at least 16 inches. This is for the March Scrapbuster Junk Journal Challenge here on the Dear Julie channel, and this is for 2021. So we are making a snippet roll. It needs to be at least 16 inches long. I have so many little scraps, and I have some cutoffs from the bottom of some just regular copy paper. These are all 8.5 inches long. I'm going to start by putting 2 of these together. I will be using fabric tack for this project this time, and that is because it dries fast and it will probably hold down everything that I have here on my desk. So I want to make sure that I'm under 1/2 inch for each side, just so that I make it within my 16 inches. And we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. Okay, so I have my piece. It's a little over 16 inches, and I am going to be using a variety of items. So you can see my little mess here. Up here I have some other things that we've been using. I have some other pieces here. There's things here for texture, things for color, and things for continuity with the rest of the journal. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting mostly like the fabric pieces, the paper pieces, and that I have on here right now. Then I will come back and I will add, after I've sewn it, I will come back and I will add some of the other like metal embellishments and thicker stickers and things like that that I have that I know that I want to go on here. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. I'm going to start in the middle and go out to the edges, and I just think that that will be a kind of cool different way to start. And so sorry about the having to wait for the, I don't want to put it upside down because you guys, this stuff is expensive. I don't go out that much anymore, and I don't want it to just end up out on the table. So like I said, I have pulled together scraps from several of the projects that I've done. I have a couple of the yellow tickets that I put in the coffee cup. Now I want this to be like, when it's done, you know, quite a bit bigger. So I am going to go ahead and you'll see sometimes I'll put the glue on the paper, and sometimes I'm going to put it onto the object that I am putting down. Okay, so we have that. I have several of these hearts. You know about my little doodad buckets up there. They're not like buckets. They're little tiny. They came holding flowers. So I have those little doodad thingies up there, and I am using those. Like I said, I'll be using some fabric. Now sometimes your fabric, like the right side of this, we want to go ahead, let's pull this out. So remember, we're using the Ya collage digital kit from Dear Julie, and I want to make sure that I'm still sticking with that color. Now this is a little more pink, so I might want to go ahead and just put something right on top of there to make the pink go away, and just keep the yellow. Okay, so it doesn't mean that something can't be here. And let me go ahead and put a ticket over here. So I have this piece of fabric. This side is not going to go, but I do like the way that that side looks. And I'm going to go ahead, and I do have my pinking shears. Sorry about the reach. I'm going to go ahead and just cut a piece off. Maybe we'll cut 2, and we'll have a second one ready for another part. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on here. And I'm going to put that there. We'll save this one. Okay, so I have, this is part of a tablecloth, I believe. Might be a part of a doily, but I'm pretty sure it's part of a tablecloth. And I'm going to put that right in there just to give us a different look. Okay, so I do have some pieces of this fabric. This was left over from Shelly's little, her journal that I made her. And I'm going to go ahead and put that down. Okay, and then I do want to make sure that I get a yaya in here. Okay, so I have the 3 miniature yaya tags from the yaya collage kit. I think it's Yaya Spring Days, and that you can find that in the Dear Julie Etsy shop. It is a huge, very full journal kit. Okay, and I think I want to go ahead and add these little pieces right down here. So this is a piece of lace that we've been using, and I'm going to put that right down here. Okay, so you can see a variety of textures, a variety of sizes, and we're going to just keep moving along. Stamps are cool to use. So this one happens to be cut off a bubble package, so it's going to actually end up lifted up, which is also pretty cool. Okay, I do also have, okay, we're done with the pinking shears. I have this map. You know that I love the numbers. I'm going to go ahead and put them down also so they come down off the bottom. Okay, come down off the bottom. There we go. Okay, now over here, more numbers. What else do we have? Oh, we got a butterfly. We've been using this butterfly in this kit. Oh, you know what we do have? I did make some Rapunzel hair, little messy string and messy thread. I make that all the time, so you can find it in a previous video, but I made them ahead of time so that we'd have them and they'd already be ready for this particular application. Okay, over here we have some mulberry paper, and I can just go ahead and put that right on there. That gives us some of that peach color that we're using. I have some flinch cards from the Dear Julie flinch card kit. Again, available in the Etsy shop. And these come with the numbers 1 through 31. Here I have printed them at 5x7 and given me a smaller smaller card. I'm going to go ahead and rip this across. But I do want to decorate this one a little bit. And so I have the rub-ons. You know how I'm loving these rub-ons from, I think we'll go ahead and get 2 of these ready. Because I can always use this on something. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I cut the image down to the size that I want. I'm going to go ahead and put it on, place it over, and then grab You can use like a popsicle stick for this. I have this bone folder that came in something that I got. I think it came with those stickers. No, maybe the other one because it's purple. Came in like a scrapbooking kit. Okay, so you see here, it's not staying down, so I'm going to come back, go over it, and here we go, and there we go. And so instead of just the French card, I have this beautiful image, and I really like the way it looks with the rip. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down on top of this ticket, and so that it's going to fly up the top over there. So we'll go ahead and add this. Onto this one. Okay, so these came from Dollar Tree, and I did see them recently being within the last couple months, you guys. I don't, like I said, don't get out there too often, so watch for them. Okay, there you go. There we go. And go ahead and rip the top and the bottom on this one. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my pile. Anything that doesn't get used up today, I can also use it in my upcoming clusters video or any of the other embellishments for this journal. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this. Is the tissue paper that I use to cover the ugly paper, and I'm going to crinkle this one up just to give it some texture, because I do want this to have texture as well as the color. I want all of that happening here. So this, again, that's the rub-on that we had. We'll put that over here. Oh, I have. Okay, so I have this. These are from the French Fashionista digital kit. And I'm going to go ahead and make an envelope out of this. Little tiny envelope. Okay. And I could use it this way, which might be kind of fun. Even though it had the yeah, I think I'm going to use it in this direction. Okay. Of course, I have two of them over here, so let's see, because she matches. Of course, she's not the same. Okay, so this is the other one. And I already had those cut out from when I was making the French Fashionista journal. That was last February, I believe. Yeah, I believe that was February's journal that I made for the challenge, was the French Fashionista. So, it was, oh my gosh, it had a tapestry cover. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. And it did get a home. Okay. Okay, I want to I want to make sure that I want to close this, but I also want to be able to use it. So I'm going to pull out my other glue, you guys, because it has that really fine tip. Okay, it's going to be much. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we'll use the one with the blue as the one that we're going to put on here. And I'm going to glue it over here to this edge. Okay, so I think it's kind of fun to make the snippet interactive. And that is entirely up to you whether you want yours to be interactive or not. So here is some, this is a trim that I have. And I'm going to go ahead and fray this one side here. Clean it up. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this right along this edge over here. So one of the things that I've found is if I'm making something like this and it just doesn't seem like it's coming together, if it's not cohesive, you know, there's something about it that I'm not liking. A lot of the times, adding something with some black on it will help. And oh wow, there's somebody else is underneath here. So this is from some wrapping paper that I have in my decoupage stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead, and she just happened to be there, and I'm going to go ahead and use her because she was in my Dilly Bobber scraps. Okay, and if I can pull, there we go. Ooh, I like her in there. Okay, she's going to get sewn also, so just go ahead and loosely put her down. Okay, we already have that up there. You know what? We do have this clock. We have a clock there. It's kind of funny. We have this tiptoe through the tulips, and she was in the tulips, but yeah, I don't know that we'll be using that. It's brighter than I thought it was when I pulled it out. Ooh, we have some, this is some of the creepy cloth from Halloween, from Dollar Tree. Kind of like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this over and add some creepy cloth along this edge right here. Okay, and I want this part, okay, so this is the bottom edge of it. I want that to go across the bottom. Okay. Okay, so how far over? Come all the way over. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off just because, you know, this, with all the elements that we're making for this journal, I don't want there to be too much bulk. So another fun piece that I have, I don't remember what this was called. I kept keeping the Post-it note on it, and then I took the Post-it note off. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off because I can also use these pieces. Okay, so I can use those pieces, but I'm thinking it might be kind of cool. Ooh. Oh, I like the white though. I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Okay, so we're just going to keep adding pieces on here. I'm gonna keep doing this, and I hope you are enjoying. So I have this. This was a doily from Michael's from a couple years ago, and I'm just gonna give it a little bit of glue, and put that down. So that gives us some gold. Remember, we have used this butterfly in this journal, so I think that adding this butterfly is fun and appropriate. Okay. Let's see. Looking around. Oh, we have another stamp. This one has the wagon, and I like that it has the cancellations and stuff on it. I think we'll go ahead and put that right underneath there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Might want to add another yaya over here. And down under here I have stamps. I have the tickets. Look, we have the number 12. I'm just going to put the number 12 right there. Why not? We'll rip it so that we can still see some of that daisy. Okay. I want to use her because I don't want to, I think we'll put her down. The glove fitting corset, it says. Okay, this is also from that wrapping paper. Whoop. Okay. So we might want to put something here. How about we have these numbers. So I have this strip of yaya paper also. Ooh, music. I found the music paper, you guys. So music might be good to add right there. Yeah, so it can kind of go under the envelope. Right in, under the envelope. Okay. There we go. Still wondering what happened to the other yaya. Oh, we also have this. I think this would make a really cool, we'll put this over here. Still looking for the yaya. Okay, can have that come up off the top. The yaya. got this cool label too. I think we'll put that along the bottom of the yaya over here. And then a piece of the lace. So when I'm doing this, I usually have no rhyme or reason, no plan. I just have picked out I have my pile of stuff. I usually like to do this when there are some scraps, because it doesn't do me any good to do this before I have scraps to add. Okay, and again, we could just keep going with this and going with this. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Where is the other clock? There it is. Is that too big to add over here? I really like this. This was from my embroidery thread that I'm using. Oh, you know what? I like this clock, but I don't think it's gonna go. It's hand drawn. Okay, let's see. Oops, we gotta find that yaya. There she is. Okay. I think we'll move over to this side for just a few minutes. We have this gorgeous embossed paper. I think she'd be beautiful on this embossed paper. Okay, I like this embossed paper so much. I think I'm going to come over here and put a piece behind her and a piece behind the other one. So even though it's going to be behind and back like this, I think it will help to make this cohesive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put her here like that. Don't lose any. If you're here at the premiere, I'm waving hi, and say hello to Chip. Hi, Chip. I'm so glad you joined us today. If this is your first Dear Julie premiere, just know we use the premiere format so we can use that live chat. We'd love to have you join us in that live chat. Just hit that live chat button right down there if you are here at the 10:30 Pacific Standard Time premiere. We do this every day, and we'd love to have you join us. We also have our Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group, and that is a place that you can post your projects. We get more inspiration. It is the hub of everything Dear Julie. So let's get back to our program. Oh, I just did that on the wrong side because I want it. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that under her just to kind of frame her. And we'll come over and do the same thing over here. So remember, I got to put it on the front. And it's going to go down behind because we already have other other stuff there, but I think I like that. Okay. So you guys, I think these are addictive. I don't know. You let me know what you think. It's like I just started and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could just keep going doing this. Okay. I want, oh, maybe a little piece of the mulberry paper. Okay, so we've got the rescued wedding dress. We've got 3 pieces of rescued wedding dress in here. Maybe another piece from Shelley's. Oh yeah, like right there. So this is from the cover that I used, and it was from Amore Fabrics. Do check out Selena's shop, especially if you are looking for like boho, Indian fabrics. Amazing. Okay. Okay, so, oh yes, love it. Loving it, loving it. What do you think? What do you think? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a piece of fabric that I have, and it's stamps. So putting a little down, putting it down. A heart from Edith Holden book. Okay, a key. Maybe, oh, I was going to say, I think though that this would look really cool right here. So I'm going to put it down there even though we already have some pretty close to it. And I really like the way that that looks ripped. Okay. Oh, I'm going to put a piece of, so I'm going to put some glue on the top of this. I need to clean off my glue. And I'm going to put it so that it's under the numbers right here. Okay. Let's see. So we have this other piece. From the, you see, we haven't even begun to go through the scraps that I pulled out. I mean, oh my gosh, like, you guys, this is crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and give this side some of the tissue. Okay, and I want to put it underneath her. Okay, but I also want to crinkle it. Okay, so up here somewhere I have some of the unruly lace. Okay, so unruly lace is just that this lace it had a mind of its own. I'm going to go ahead and put some across the bottom here. I do still have some places that need other stuff, so but I didn't want to forget the unruly lace. Okay, so it's just wrinkly. That's all, which made it unruly. And I think across the top of her. I was thinking that it would cover that hole. That's why I thought about putting that up there. Okay. Okay, so the ends still need a little bit of this or that, but I'm really liking this. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, we've got I like that. We've got a brown piece of the doily that we've been using for what, 2 years? 2 years we've been using this doily. We used it, I know we used it last year in the Just Junk Journal, my Just Junk Journal challenge, the garden journal, which by the way I am using as my garden journal, and I love it because I just go back into it and there is, I knew there was another single. There's my information from last year, and I can tell where I planted things and what I planted, and I am just really excited. Okay, so we have a piece of that over there. I think we'll come and put a piece of this over here. This was Happy Mail. It came on a roll. So cool. Oh, look at. We've got just 2 little tiny treble clef pieces. I think we'll put them right there. I mean, talk about a scrap. Little teeny tiny scrap. Okay. We have the word enjoy. Random butterfly. The top of a heart. Yeah, I think we'll put that right there. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go through and look and see about some of the holes that are still in here. And I do have this piece of fabric. And I like to fray the fabric just by pulling the edges off and disrupting the fabric. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that piece there, and again we'll put the glue on the front and just lay it underneath. Okay, so glue on the front, lay it underneath, just like that. And pull it up off the table. So, okay. What else do we have? Because we still have this whole edge over here. There's a tulip. Okay, so I think we can put this right here. See if I can get it underneath there. I can. Okay. And we still have that end to do a little bit too. Also, oh, okay, so I have one of these, and okay, so it's 5 across, 4 down. This is the diamond bling from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and make a frame. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half and cut it. Okay, and then I'll pull it this way, fold it in half, and cut those 2 spots. And then obviously it needs to go a little further. Okay. The cool thing about the size of this one is you also have a double dot 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 that you can use. So this will give us a little frame that we can go and put in somewhere. We could, you know what, probably should come in and put this in after, sorry, after the sewing. Okay, we need to do, find our little spots and give them just, oh, we've got one of those and it's a white one. I'm going to put that right there. Isn't this beautiful? Oh my gosh. Okay, and at the end of this, I'm going to show you how I used my snippet in the bird journal that I made for the Just Junk Journal Challenge from July. I think it was July. Pretty sure. So watch for that. Okay, so we have our 2 tickets. You can also rip a ticket in half and put just part of a ticket on. So we could go ahead and add a ticket here at the edge. Okay, just going to add a ticket here. And I have this other one, and I'm going to go and add it at the other end. So these butterflies that I'm using, this one here, some of them are from, you know, a variety of the digital kits, but all the butterflies are in the Fairies and Flutters digital kit. It is a whimsical fantasy type flower fairies. Very, very cute. It is from they are from the 1800s, the originals, and I made up a kit from those, and they are adorable. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead, and I know we said we were going to put this the other way, but I really like the envelope idea, so I'm going to go ahead and add an envelope at this end on top of that ticket. Okay, and we're not going to be able to get in these envelopes because I'm going to end up sewing over them, so I'm just going to go ahead and close it. But it was a good idea, right? Of course, I could go ahead, pull them off, come back, put them in at the end. And yes, I'm using my smaller scraps. You could use bigger scraps, and of course, okay, I really like that, but I don't like the blue. It really, to me, it stands out, so I'm not going to use it. So we have a butterfly over here. I'm going to come over and put a butterfly over on this side. Today. Okay. So, and let's go ahead and add another one of these. Okay, so a Rapunzel hair, which is just golden thread. Beautiful golden thread. I'm going to put it underneath our numbers over there. Okay, so I think we're just about done. I think we'll go ahead and add a piece of the mulberry paper over here. And I have this gold bow. There's also somewhere there was a gold tulip. But of course, can't find it. So another thing, I love the numbers, and so I think we'll go ahead and add part of a guest check here, because I have several of them, because I take my guest checks apart, take the bottom piece off. Okay, so there's that side. I think we need some more of some type of lace. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Come over here. Okay, so there's that. And I want that like this. Okay, but I want this piece to come down. And this piece to come down. Okay. Got some unruly glue there. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, we might want to put something right here. Okay, so we got all 3 yayas on here. Rub-ons on, you know what, maybe a piece of the mulberry paper. And then the heart. Yeah. Okay, and I think we want something underneath there. Oh, we already have a butterfly. I love the way this yellow ticket looks that got coffee dyed in the coffee mug. And I keep saying that because it did turn out totally different than the ones that I did where I just coffee dyed them. I'm going to go ahead and go sew it, and I'll be right back. And here we have it stitched. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. And so then we'll be using this in our journal after it's put together. It can be pockets, so you can go ahead and cut your pieces and use them for pockets. And I'm going to show you how I used it on the bird journal. So when I made my snippet from just junk, so this was all just junk. There's actually a twig on here. This is messy string with some eggs made out of lace. This was paper towel from Easter egg dyeing ticket. So it goes all the way around. I did not stitch on this one. And then I used the fabric from my garment, which was a skirt, to close this. Okay, so that was one way of using a snippet. And of course you can cut it up, make it into pockets, use it just like it's a cluster, make tucks out of it. But that is how I used it last July. So I'm going to go ahead and I will put the snippet that I made in July, I will put that video right up here, as well as the playlist for the Just Junk Journal Challenge from July. And so both of those will be up there for you to go watch. And then here we have our snippet. I love it. What is your favorite element that we used on the snippet? And you know, what are you going to go look for? So, I mean, look at all this. I could make this probably 10 more times with what I have here. Remember, we started out with the edges of some copy paper. And yeah, so there you go. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to go watch one of these videos. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.